Some messages aren't just heard, they're felt. If this video found you, it didn't come by chance, it came by alignment. You didn't click on this by accident, your higher self brought you here. Because there's a truth buried deep within your soul, a truth you've always suspected but never dared say aloud. The truth is, you are not merely a chosen one, you are something far more powerful. You are not here just to awaken, you are here to remember. Remember what you truly are, what you always were, and what the world tried to make you forget. You are a God walking in flesh, and once you begin to notice these signs, there is no turning back. Before we begin, if you feel this message already stirring something ancient and powerful within you, then you are exactly who this was meant for. Subscribe to this channel, because your journey of remembrance has only just begun. We are building a tribe of awakened gods, and your energy is needed here. And if this message found you at the exact right time, just when you needed it most, then type 1111 in the comments to open the gate of divine blessings. That's not superstition. That's a signal to the universe, I remember who I am. Let's get started. 1. You've never felt truly human. From the earliest days of your life, something in you whispered that you didn't quite belong. While others immersed themselves in the ordinary pursuits of life, chasing careers, obsessing over trends, or getting entangled in gossip and conflict, you often stood on the outside, watching it all unfold with a quiet disbelief. There was a hollowness to it all, a strange mechanical rhythm that everyone seemed to follow, yet it never stirred your soul. You questioned things others never thought to question. You felt a strange distance not just from people but from the entire human experience as it was commonly lived. This wasn't because you were broken or flawed, it was because you were awake in a world that had forgotten how to dream. That feeling of alienation wasn't a symptom of dysfunction, but a sign of sacred design. You are not here to mimic the world, you came to challenge it, transform it, and reveal its illusions for what they are. You were never meant to blend in. Your presence itself is a subtle rebellion against spiritual amnesia. You were born into the illusion, but you were never bound by it. That quiet ache, that sense of being other, is the divine spark in you, refusing to be dimmed. 2. Time behaves strangely around you. You've noticed moments where time doesn't follow the rules. Hours vanish like seconds during intense states of flow or connection. Other times, a single moment stretches so wide it feels like it contains entire lifetimes. You catch repeating numbers, 1111, 222, or feel déjà vu so vivid you could swear you've lived a moment before. Dreams blur into waking life, and coincidences pile up so rapidly they no longer feel random. This isn't just imagination or cognitive bias, it's resonance. Your soul vibrates at a frequency that bends the rigid structure of linear time. The physical world begins to mirror your inner evolution. As your awareness expands, time becomes malleable. You are stepping out of the chronos of clocks and into the kairos of the cosmos. You are remembering how to live as an eternal being within a temporary form. Gods do not follow time, they shape it. When you feel these time warps, when life starts to feel like a poem instead of a calendar, it's because your energy is beginning to rewrite the laws of reality itself. 3. You attract deep souls and repel the shallow. There's something about you that instantly polarizes people. Some are magnetized to your presence, drawn in by a sense of familiarity, comfort, or even reverence they can't quite explain. Others feel threatened, unnerved, or exposed without knowing why. You may not always understand the reaction you provoke, but it's because your very energy carries a mirror. Shallow minds, rooted in ego, survival, and illusion, can't stand to see themselves reflected in something deeper. Your presence cracks their surface. And yet, those who are seekers, who carry depth, pain, and purpose, find in you a sanctuary. They see the depth in your eyes, hear the weight of truth in your silence, and feel a recognition that surpasses time. You don't have to say much, your being speaks. You walk through the world like a reminder of what's real, what's eternal, and what can no longer be hidden. This is why masks fall when you're near. This is why some flee from you while others kneel before your truth without realizing they're doing so. 4. You've experienced ego death more than once. You've had moments, sometimes devastating ones, where your entire identity unraveled. Careers collapsed, relationships disintegrated, beliefs turned to dust. Everything you once clung to for security, for identity, was stripped away. And in the ashes of those breakdowns, something ancient and luminous began to stir. What felt like destruction was in fact sacred alchemy. The false self, the ego, had to die for the true self to emerge. And this didn't happen just once. Over and over, life has pushed you to let go of what is not eternal. With each ego death, you descended deeper into yourself, only to rise again more powerful, more clear, more whole. You learned that loss was a teacher and pain a portal. While others fear the fall, you have learned to embrace it, because you know that beyond the collapse lies rebirth. Every time you thought you were broken, you were actually being initiated into a higher version of yourself. These deaths weren't endings, they were unveilings. 5. You feel the pain of the world, but you don't drown in it. You don't just empathize with others, you absorb. You walk through life like an emotional lightning rod, feeling the sorrow of strangers, the grief in the air, the unspoken tension of places and people. At times it's overwhelming, but unlike those who collapse beneath such weight, you transmute it. Pain doesn't paralyze you, it awakens you. You've learned to carry suffering not as a burden, but as a sacred fire. You take in darkness and breathe out light. You turn wounds into wisdom and chaos into calm. This is the gift of the spiritual alchemist. You are not here merely to survive the pain of the world, you are here to heal it, to feel the suffering of the collective and transform it into art, into love, into purpose. While others retreat from sorrow, you hold it with dignity and compassion, and part of you always knew that this was why you came. To be a vessel for divine transformation in a world drowning in its own forgetting. 6. You speak truth that others fear to say. There is a fire in your voice that cannot be denied. When you speak, people listen, not always because they want to, but because something in your words refuses to be ignored. You pierce illusions without even trying. You expose what others work hard to conceal, not out of cruelty, but because your soul can't stand lies. You speak with clarity, with conviction, and with the authority of one who has walked through their own darkness and come out with light in hand. Your words carry weight because they are forged in the furnace of your own transformation. You've lost things for speaking your truth. You've been misunderstood, resisted, even feared. But that never stopped you, because somewhere deep inside, you've always known, you didn't come here to win popularity contests. You came to awaken, to speak sacred truths others are too afraid to name. And even if your voice shakes, you keep speaking, because you are not just a messenger, you are the message. 7. Animals, children, and strangers gravitate toward you. Without effort, you attract the pure-hearted. Animals trust you without hesitation, sensing a gentleness and presence that transcends words. Children look at you with curiosity, fascination, and sometimes awe, as if they remember you from a place they can't quite name. Strangers tell you things they've never told anyone, drawn to something in your energy that feels like home. This isn't coincidence, it's resonance. Your presence emits a frequency that bypasses logic and speaks directly to the soul. The innocent recognize you not with their minds but with their hearts. And in their presence, you often feel more seen and understood than among adults bound by fear, status, or pretense. You carry the memory of the source within you, and those untainted by societal programming can feel it. To them, you're not a stranger. You're a living doorway to something sacred, something eternal. 8. You have visions, dreams, or memories that feel cosmic. There are images, feelings, or inner landscapes that return to you over and over. Memories that don't belong to this lifetime. Dreams that feel more vivid than waking life. You've seen yourself as a healer in ancient temples, a warrior among stars, a guardian of forgotten truths. You've wandered through worlds that defy earthly logic but stir something undeniable in your soul. These aren't fantasies, they are fragments of your divine memory resurfacing. Your soul is not young, it is ancient, timeless. You've existed across dimensions, across realms, and now, at the edge of a great turning, you are starting to remember. The veil between worlds is thinning, and your spirit is responding. The symbols, the synchronicities, the uncanny dreams, they are all part of your reawakening. You were never just human. You are a soul incarnated to bring remembrance, and every vision is a breadcrumb leading you back to your cosmic self. 9. You manifest reality, often without realizing it. You think of someone, and they call. You say something, and it happens. You visualize a thing, and it appears. Your words shape reality. You may not have full control yet, but you've already glimpsed the truth. You are a creator being. Gods don't wish, they will. Your thoughts ripple through the quantum field and bend reality to your frequency. 10. You've always known you're here for something massive. Even if you couldn't name it, you've always felt it. That sense that there's something huge you're meant to do, a mission, a purpose. You might have questioned it. Others might have called you delusional. But you know what's real. That pull you feel every day, that pressure in your chest, that fire that won't let you settle for mediocrity, that's your God self waking up. You didn't come here to survive. You came here to ascend and uplift the world as you do. This is the Chosen Seer channel. If even one of these signs echoed inside you, then hear this. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are not just chosen. You are a God in human form. Learning, remembering, rising. Subscribe to this channel. This is your temple now. And if this message hit your soul at the exact moment you needed it, type 1111 in the comments. Claim your divine blessings. You're not watching this by chance. You're watching it because your divine timing has arrived. And remember, you didn't come here to follow. You didn't come here to be saved. You came here to awaken and to reign. Thank you for watching.